To everything there is a season and a time, for every purpose under heaven. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. Abraham, also known as the father of faith, had his fair share of difficult seasons. He waited 25 years for the promise of a son. And when Isaac, his son, came, could you imagine what was going through his mind when one day God asked him to sacrifice the young lad? Like literally kill the son. He had waited patiently for all these years. Difficult seasons are there to test the extent of our obedience. It reveals to us what our faith is founded on. So, if we say we love God, but we allow our circumstances to dictate our response to tough situations, then our faith is not in God, but in our circumstances. Get to know exactly what God is teaching you in this season. And the good news is that God's Word is filled with hopeful promises that He is with you in every season of your life, especially the dark and difficult ones. Now, listen to what He says. Don't be afraid, for I am with you. Don't be discouraged, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will hold you up with my victorious right hand. Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalms chapter 46, verse 1. I have told you all this so that you may have peace in me. Here on earth you will have many trials and sorrows, but take heart, because I have overcome the world. John chapter 16, verse 33. When there is life, there is hope. And even though it may be tough, just know that there is something Christ is working out in you. He is squeezing and crushing you, so that you can produce valuable oil. And if you do not go through this season, you cannot be transformed into the form that is suitable for your next season. Trust that He is in control and lean into His rest and provision for your life. I charge you to hold on a little longer. Don't give up. The storm will soon be over. You are closer than you even know. Yes, it is hard. I know that it's a process and the end of your life. But just remember that for every time we try to speed up our process, for every time we try to jump the gun, for every time we try to take shortcuts, it will most likely backfire. Remember Abraham? He tried to take a shortcut. He tried to get his own son instead of the son of promise. And we could all see how that turned out. Never rush the process. Never rush the process. Because your testimonies on the process. It's in the process that God builds you. Keep the faith. Run the race. God will give you grace. I pray that God in His infinite mercies will bless you. That for all that has been lost in that period of waiting, that it will be regained. And just as it has been written in the Word, that you should suffer no loss, and everything that seemed to have been lost will be recovered. All the stolen years shall be restored unto you. I have told you this so that you might have peace in your hearts because of me. While you are in the world, you will have to suffer. But cheer up, I have defeated the world. John chapter 16, verse 33. In my distress, I call on the Lord. To my God, I cry for help. From His temple, He heard my voice, and my cry to Him reached His ears. Psalms chapter 18, verse 6. The Lord is my rock, and my fortress, and my deliverer, my God, my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. Psalms chapter 18, verse 2. God bless you.